Welcome, lovely souls. Hope you're well. I want to talk about igniting your inner pussy power. So, generally, this is for women. And my question to you now is really, what does that word pussy really have as a visceral response within you? The reason why I'm asking is because it's ultimately just a word. Yet words can hold so much meaning, so much attachment. They can hold such history and trauma and emotional responses to them. And I want to share what it is that I am trying to achieve through what I call igniting your inner pussy power, through my workshops, my mini retreats, the one that's coming up in the solstice, this winter solstice. And it is about women finding their worth, finding their power, their inner sovereignty, to connect to their body, the whole of their body, but also their yoni, their womb, to truly connect to this power and this wisdom that we hold. And we don't really know how much wisdom is held there. If you think about it, how life is born without us really doing anything about it. And yet it grows into the miracles that we are present. And you look into the body and how life is a miracle, how that ovum chooses that sperm at that particular moment. We are miracles. So we hold this miracle, this creativity of life within us. And the ethos behind this and all the work that I do is about really being able to understand your power, your wisdom, the part of you that has been suppressed, that has been basically controlled. If you think about what has happened through generations of thousands of years, women have been controlled. They have been abused. They have been raped. They have been literally suppressed. They've had no voice. And as we are going through this huge shift, the rising of the feminine, up comes with that, it's all the layers and the shadows that have held her down, that have kept her small, that has made her question her worth, her body, her beauty, and judged herself, compared about other women, and seeing that have put women against each other as well. It's huge. There's other power as well that needs to be addressed, these shadows. So we look at sin, we look at shame, we look at guilt. It's all holding us down in a victim energy or the martyr energy, who may have been a victim at some point. So therefore, she doesn't believe that she's equal. And this can come from our own experiences, but it also comes from our ancestors, which is recognized that actually up to 50 generations is coming through the mitochondria, through our DNA. I believe this goes right back to whenever the trauma began. And we need to go through these layers with an ease and grace. The body has this potential, the heart, the womb, to alchemize these shadows, these fears. So ultimately, we find that gold. We find our worth. We find our value. We recognize and see the shadows, the belief systems that have held us back, but we see them more objectively, and we choose to either continue with them or create new neural pathways that we actually desire. Yes, we have to move through this fear barrier, the fear of the unknown. The more we create this neuroplasticity of what we actually desire, this journey becomes much easier. And the more connected you are in your body, the more trust, the more love, the more acceptance of self, just enables you to take each step in alignment to your truth, to your joy, to your pleasure, to your worth, to your purpose. This is all of what I encourage and bring to not just my one-to-ones, for male and female, but through the pussy power, through the igniting your inner pussy power retreats. And what is amazing is actually when you hold that space and people are guided back into their body, it's immensely powerful. And especially when we're coming through this middle part of ourselves, as we're transitioning from the maiden to the mother to the wise one, this is women really stepping up into their power. We've seen it in the press, how women of a certain age, this is when women have had enough, that they no longer choose to keep the peace in terms of sacrificing their peace, to absorb other people's poor behavior, to avoid their discomfort. We take it on ourselves. This is a calling out. It's a voice of integrity that comes up. It's a connection of the yoni to the throat. It's about being able to express with authenticity. And this is a journey. And this is what I offer. So it's not running around flashing your whatsits at people and running around with glassware or electronics. It isn't that. It's much more sacred than that. That's one way to do it, and certainly in your own time and space, brilliant. But this is about really being able to connect deeper into your body and to connect to the sacred wisdom that is within us and to harness that energy. And it could be Kundalini coming up, but it's being able to go through that wave, to be able to alchemize, to shift and transmute. This is the power of the feminine. She has the power to take hate and return it back to love. Okay, to take fear and to return it back to love. To take lead and fear of gold back to gold. This is our power. This is what we're here for. And we have that ability to be compassionate. And the first person we do that for ourselves is ourselves, simply. So if you want to join me, if this is resonating with you, if you're feeling it's time for you to choose you, that it's not selfish to get beyond those belief systems that have you believe it's selfish when you look after you, it's not. This is the time to step up. If you're feeling it's time to change, to make a difference in your life, and you don't even know what that is yet, but you're seeking something, there's a shift, there's a change in the wind, there's a change, you're wanting to let go. And actually the winter solstice is really feeling like it's the sowing of the seeds, really setting very clear intentions as to what you wish to attract in your life, to look at your weeds, get rid of them, and purely sow the seeds of what you desire to your highest and greatest good. This feels like this what will be through the winter solstice. This is what I will bring forwards and hold that space for you. But I don't want to say too much because it's a channeled guided meditation and visualization journey, as well as somatic and movement. So it can always be slightly different. And I just allow that to come through. With who's in the room, I will get shown as to how and guide you lovely lot to that. And then throughout that, you have 2 hours of this movement, connection, deep, wrapping up and cuddled up and going on a visualization journey to feel really safe, warm and held and protected. And then I have the beautiful Sarah Louise that will come back with her sound bath, her sound gongs, to really allow that final release, that letting go, but not too impacting. It's more about bringing in that nourishment, bringing in that sealing of all that juiciness and that power, and really being able to hold you in that and to feel strong and centered in your access and you're grounded in your body. So just imagine how that would feel, what you would do if you had that deeper level of self-acceptance and trust in yourself. What would you do next? And this is really about bringing that into your whole body, not just in your mind, your whole body. So you just move in coherence, in alignment to what is right for you, with total trust. So your central nervous system, your whole body is moving as one. It's not fighting against itself. It's just a natural flow, which is generally when you're in that balance, in that flow, you're in coherence, you're in health. And that's when the magic happens. This is when you heal. This is when you attract things that you desire that are to your greatest good. So if this appeals to you, if you're still listening and you want to be on this journey and you want to choose you, then I will make sure there's a link underneath this video. But you can also go to the Infinity Health Hub, theinfinityhealthhub.com. And if you search under the free section, there will be also more about it there as well, called Ignite Your Inner Pussy Winter Solstice. So I hope this has inspired you. I hope it's also asked you to call out some belief systems and attachments to a word and, recognize where it's coming from as well. Because we need to get through this, and this will be other words. Other words will trigger us in a certain way, and we need the power is in being aware of that. So I appreciate this could be a triggering word. It could be an exciting word. It could be creating all sorts of reactions inside you, and that's really good when you're aware of it, and you can call it out. And I want to make sure that you feel absolutely clear that this is about empowering you and igniting you and everything about you. Okay, thank you for listening and may see you there. Take care.